Asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple. I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief.
All right, let's discuss this with Scott Lucas. He is a professor of international politics at the University of Birmingham. And Scott, you know, Trump largely stayed out of the negotiations for this coronavirus relief bill, and he really only became interested once it was finalized. What do you think his motivation is for not signing the bill?
His ego. I need to be honest with you here, because if Donald Trump was really serious about this idea of increasing the one-off payments to millions of Americans, what he would do is he would talk to the Republican legislators who prevented that on Friday when the Democrats presented it and say, look, you know, we need to amend the existing coronavirus relief bill. We need to put that as part of a wider bill to keep the government open. But no, what Trump in effect is raging like King Lear because of his priority, which is that no one will help him overturn the election. So by refusing to pass these bills, one, he keeps the focus on himself. Two, he punishes Republicans who he thinks have not helped him in this disinformation campaign somehow to prevent Joe Biden from being inaugurated. The fundamental here is that there was bipartisan agreement on a $900 billion bill. And even if you say the one-off payments were not enough, it did provide for unemployment insurance for millions of Americans who have now lost that. It provided aid for schools. It provided aid for the distribution of vaccines. It provided loans for small businesses. It's only an interim package. A larger one is needed in 2021. But simply because Donald Trump is upset and barricaded in the White House, actually barricaded now in his resort in Florida, he's going to tear the whole thing down.
Right, and certainly no one was really happy with the amount that was going to be doled out to Americans. But as you said, it was, you know, better than nothing. What are the consequences here? You know, talked about people losing their unemployment benefits, and we're also looking at a potential government shutdown.
So you have two things that are linked, because this $900 billion coronavirus package is part of a much larger government funding bill. At the level of the relief, those people who have lost their jobs because of the pandemic, they still get some unemployment relief from the states. They just don't get the additional relief from the federal government. That's gone. So you have all this economic uncertainty in the midst of the pandemic, which, remember, is actually surging. There are more lives being lost day to day in the United States. It's not being contained. The wider government shutdown means, though, however, that anyone who receives unemployment, whether or not it's because of the pandemic, that type of service may be jeopardized from Tuesday. If you depend on a government service, for example, in terms of your housing, in terms of food stamps, that might be shut down from Tuesday. In other words, for the fourth time in his administration, Donald Trump is effectively saying, government doesn't operate. You're on your own now, folks. Now, how long will he keep that up for? The risk is he may decide to go absent without leave as a president, and we have a government shutdown all the way until January 20th when Joe Biden takes office.
All right, well, we're going to leave it there for now then. Scott Lucas, thank you.
Thank you.